makes this the best sport in the world? A rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense will be first on the attack. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Let's talk for just a second about Temple. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Works the middle of the field. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Owls are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Catch in the middle. It's stopped. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play.
He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the grab on 3rd. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This drive will open from the 15. Gives it on the option. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's throwing interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal. You bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
Under fire. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick completion on the out. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to run it in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Going for 6. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air, it's Schultz. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position.
He's loose on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking for a crease. It's gone. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Trying to run it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Quick spin on the run.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Schultz. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Got him downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. To go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Temple lines up quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Mason. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Temple lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Wants to bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Norton. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Now on second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well.
The Sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas State has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 20 over Ohio. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And
breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Schultz. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
But that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
The sure hands, it's Mason. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Owls are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Mason. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Temple. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Jukes his way for more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
And some room to work. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
He uncorks one deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Schultz. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Dances away. He's going to run it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
The give as they work on that clock. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got a man. It's Mason. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Temple lines up quickly.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Schultz. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Schultz. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great